I never thought my own mother would disinvite me from her birthday. But here we are. The call came on a Thursday evening. I was just winding down after a pretty stressful week of board meetings and HR fires to put out. I'd kicked off my heels, microwaved leftover biryani, and was just settling in with a glass of wine when my mom called. "Hey, sweetheart," she said, overly sweet. I should have known right then. That syrupy tone meant one of two things: either she needed a favor, or she was about to say something wildly passive-aggressive. "Hi, Mom. What's up?" "Okay, don't take this the wrong way," she began, another red flag, "but I think it's best if you skip my birthday dinner this weekend." I blinked. "Wait, what?" "It's just, you know how your sister, Priya, is bringing her new boyfriend? We want him to feel welcome and comfortable." "Why wouldn't he be?" Mom hesitated. "Well, the last time you met one of her boyfriends, he felt intimidated. You have this presence. It's a lot sometimes." I was stunned. "So I intimidate your guests now?" "It's not just that," she continued. "You're always in those suits, talking about your company and staff. It's a bit much. Especially for someone like him. He's a good guy, but, you know, more simple. We want them to have a nice, chill night. No pressure. No competition. And, don't take this personally, but you don't always look the part." There it was. Look the part? You're very polished. He's still finding his way. He might feel self-conscious. "You mean I might make him feel small," I said flatly. "Priya told me she was worried he'd feel uncomfortable next to you. Especially with how you dress," and I didn't even let her finish. I said, "Got it," and hung up. That weekend, I didn't go to the dinner. Instead, I took myself out. I booked a table at my favorite rooftop restaurant, wore the sharpest suit in my closet, and enjoyed the sunset alone with a glass of wine and a steak that cost more than I should have spent, but whatever. It was symbolic. I was hurt. Deeply. Not just because I'd been uninvited from my own mom's birthday, but because of why. Apparently, being confident, successful, and well-dressed was now something to hide. Something that made men like my sister's boyfriend feel small. So imagine my surprise when, the next Monday morning, I walked into my office, opened my laptop, and saw his name on a pending orientation list. Rohan Mehta. Marketing Associate. Transferred from another branch. I clicked on his profile picture and squinted. Yup. Same guy Priya had posted all over her Instagram stories that weekend. Tall. Slick smile. Skinny jeans. The guy Mom said I didn't look good next to. I was his boss. I literally ran the entire regional department he had just transferred into. I didn't say anything right away. Let's be clear, I don't play games at work. I take pride in creating a professional, fair environment, even for people who once judged me at a family function without knowing anything about me. But the universe has a wicked sense of humor. Our paths were set to collide by Friday. I was leading the quarterly team review, and guess who had to present with his team? Rohan. He walked into the conference room looking, well, very different than how he looked on Priya's Instagram. Gone were the flashy bracelets and too cool for office attitude. He had on a dress shirt, but it was too tight across the chest, and he looked nervous. He didn't recognize me at first. I introduced myself the same way I always do in front of new hires. "Hi everyone, I'm Anika. I oversee this department and will be sitting in to observe team performance and see how we can grow. Don't worry, this isn't a test." And then I saw it. That flicker of recognition in his eyes. His pupils widened. He glanced around nervously, like he wanted to be anywhere else. His turn came. His presentation was, honestly, average. Nothing impressive, nothing disastrous. But he kept stammering, especially every time he made eye contact with me. I said nothing. I gave no special treatment. I clapped politely when he finished. After the meeting, he lingered behind. Hi, ma'am, Anika, I didn't realize, I didn't know you worked here. I gave him a small, controlled smile. I don't work here. I run this place. But I'm glad you're settling in. He swallowed hard. Does Priya? Nope, I said. Neither she nor my family knows what I actually do. And then I walked away. 3 weeks later, Mom tried to plan another dinner. This time it was a belated celebration. Apparently Rohan had won everyone over and they wanted to do something more casual. I was invited, surprisingly. Mom even said, Rohan insisted you come. Curious. I agreed to show up. I wore what I always wear, tailored navy pants, black blouse, subtle jewelry. Professional. Not flashy. Not trying to compete. Just me. We gathered at my parents' house, big dining table, all the aunties and uncles, Priya looking smug next to Rohan. Everyone was buzzing with praise. Oh, Priya's boyfriend is so humble. Such a hardworking boy. Finally someone real, not like these career women who chase money. I almost laughed. Midway through dinner, Rohan cleared his throat. I actually wanted to share something, he said, glancing nervously at me. Priya beamed. Go ahead, baby. He stood up. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone for welcoming me. And also, I owe someone here an apology. He turned toward me. Anika. When I first heard about you, I was intimidated. I assumed a lot of things. That you were cold. That you thought you were better than others. But after working under your leadership the past few weeks, I've realized how wrong I was. You're fair, brilliant, and honestly, inspiring. The room went quiet. I didn't move. He continued. I hope my past behavior didn't offend you. I was insecure. And I'm really sorry. Priya looked like she'd swallowed a lemon. My mom looked stunned. I took a slow sip of water and smiled. Thank you, Rohan. I appreciate that. That night was a turning point. After everyone left, Priya cornered me in the kitchen. Did you plan this? I raised an eyebrow. Plan what? Making him look like some idiot at dinner. I didn't make him say anything. That was all him. She glared. You're always trying to make everything about you. I shook my head. I was uninvited from Mom's birthday because you didn't like how I made your boyfriend feel. Turns out, I was his boss. And he admitted he was wrong. You love showing off. No, I said quietly, I love showing up, for myself. Something you might want to try sometime. She left in a huff. 2 days later, I got another call from Mom. Hey, she said, sheepishly. Hi. I wanted to say sorry. I shouldn't have uninvited you. I let Priya's insecurities affect my judgment. Yeah, I said, not helping her out. You've always made us proud. I don't say it enough. I'm sorry. It wasn't much. But it was a start. I didn't write this to gloat. I wrote it because so many women get made to feel too much. Too confident. Too loud. Too ambitious. Too visible. We're told to shrink. To tone ourselves down so others can shine. But I've learned, never dim your light to make others comfortable. The right people won't just stand your brightness, they'll appreciate it. And sometimes, karma wears a name tag and clock and badge. Mine just happened to be my sister's boyfriend.